What's up, everybody? So I wanted to say thank you to my Instagram followers who have gone through and liked my video or subscribed to my channel and so on and so forth. I appreciate the support. Today I actually wanted to do a little bit of work on the Mustang, not a whole lot. Mostly I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of info about myself. I watch a lot of YouTube channels all the time and I don't really see too many of the guys doing that. So, and I mean, it's okay. I fully understand. I'm not knocking them or anything for it, but I figured I'd try something different. So I was pretty much going to just talk about Mustangs mostly. I pretty much gathered my love for Mustangs when I was probably 10 years old or so. And it's because I found out my dad had a 1984 Mustang GT T-top. Yeah, when I found out he had one, I don't know why, but a lot of young kids like to be just like their dad and things like that. Well, it got me really interested in Mustangs. My first Mustang was a 89 LX5, or no, excuse me, that was my third one, never mind. First Mustang was a 89 GT, my bad. And I picked the car up for, it was $1,500, and I believe I was 17. And it was a great car. Wasn't the prettiest thing in the world. I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't. That car, actually, I don't have any pictures of it before it was finished. A good buddy of mine, if you want to check out his Instagram, if you like BMWs and stuff like that, it's at Night Rides. Anyways, a good buddy of mine and his dad actually bought that car, fixed it up, repainted it, and sold it. And the only picture I ever had of it was after it was done. And it looked totally different. When I got it, it was kind of a beater. The back hatch was smashed in, one of the tail lights was broken on it and stuff like that, and I ended up getting a 4-cylinder parts car that was an 89 LX. And so I ended up doing LX tail lights in the back, which I wanted anyway on the GT. I like the way they look. I did the LX tail lights on it, and then I had to take the LX hatch off. I was going to just swap spoilers, put the GT spoiler on the LX hatch, and then I found out at that point in time that the holes are different, or you'll have leftover holes in your trunk. And so I just put the LX spoiler on there. I ended up rattle canning the whole car dark blue, and it was just terrible. I look back at it now and just go, what the hell was I thinking? It was a horrible looking car. Anyways, though, I learned how to beat the crap out of a car in that car. I will say, that car taught me how to go sideways. That car taught me how to get speeding tickets, and all that good stuff. All in all, it was a sweet machine, though. I had a lot of fun in it. And then I ended up, like I said, I had sold that car. When I sold it, I had already got my next Mustang, and it was an 88 LX 5.0. That car was beautiful. See the picture of it right here. Okay, that car had 74,000 miles on it when I got it, and original miles. I mean, not 174 or anything like that. The car was 100% cherry, and I mean, not 100%, but it was really good. I mean, the brake pedal and gas pedal didn't even have, any wear on the rubber, for goodness sake. I mean, it was a very nice car. When I bought my next Mustang, which I'll tell you about, I didn't drive the red one as much because I wanted to keep the red one nicer, and I wanted to keep it. That damn thing ain't focusing. There we go. I wanted to keep the red Mustang nicer, and I wanted to keep it, more in the garage and stuff like that. So when I got my next Mustang, I kind of parked it a lot. Well, I started letting my girlfriend drive it at the time. Not my girlfriend now, but a couple girlfriends back. Anyways, I started letting her drive the car every now and then. Bad decision. She totaled it. She went around a corner too fast, rolled the car, so on and so forth. That was the end of my 88 LX 5.0. But I still had, which if you watched my last video, you saw a clip of it, and you've probably seen clips of it in this video at the very beginning, was my 2002 Mustang GT convertible. That was the last car, or last Mustang that I've owned up until the 2000. That car was great. I had a lot of fun with it. Mods wise, none of the cars are really that crazy. I haven't really had anything, you know, super high horsepower, you know, or anything like that. I'd like to, you know, I'd like to eventually do that with the silver car that I have now. So I had a lot of good memories in that car. I remember going to Speed World in Arizona and drag racing it a few times. Nothing special. The fastest I think I got out of the car was like a 13.9. What I'm going to do tonight as far as repair goes to the car, I'm not really going to repair anything. But there's something on the car that is very, 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 very long overdue. And I'm going to be taking that off today. It's time. That's cute. Some serious horsepower here, guys. I don't think you understand what a short ram does for a 2-valve. You go from that 260 horsepower up to like freaking 480. It's just ridiculous. That's probably why this thing blew up, was just too much horsepower. I mean, if you look at the back tires, they're 275s, and I mean, they're just bald, so all horsepower. And speaking of that, yes, this car is also going to get a new clutch when the engine comes out. But anyway, what I plan on working on tonight is, I told you guys before in the last video, if you watched it, this car had racing stripes. And I don't know about you, if it's a 60s Mustang or like an Eleanor or GT500 clone or something like that, I fully understand racing stripes, you know. But on new edges, and no offense to anybody that does, again, this is just my taste. No offense to anybody else that does like them. I'm just not a big fan. And plus, these ones, you know, it might have been a little bit different too if these ones weren't worn out. These were already worn out. This car was straight up sitting in a field for 2 years, I think, when I bought it. And I'll show you a pic right here. It was pretty fugly, and the stripes were really worn out. Obviously, I did take the honeycomb grill out. Not a fan of that. These ones on here forever. And what I was saying about this black part right here is, when I the reason I haven't taken these off is when I did this one, or took these stripes off that went down right here, it literally peeled the paint up here on the bumper. So you might get a bad surprise tonight. I was able to paint over this with the black. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. I mean, it's really hard. Like I said, even from a distance, really hard to see. This car is going to get a different front bumper at some point in time, so I'm not all that worried about it at the moment. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these stripes off, and I'm going to hope that I don't get a horrible surprise and find out that it just peels the paint right off, because that's going to be a big bummer. And if that happens, I guess I'll just have more content, because I'll need to sand that down and paint it silver again for the time being. If I have. So we'll spray some of that on there, let it sit, and maybe it'll kind of pull up some of the adhesive. Caulk. Good thing there's no caulk on my car. I'd probably have a problem with that. Be swinging on somebody. Get your caulk off my car. Caulk suckers. Jeez. See, it's not cussing if I say caulk, right? So yeah, we'll go ahead and spray some of this stuff on. Let it sit. I'll just time lapse the video and just sit here. I'm lying. Anyway, yeah, we'll just spray some of that on, see if that'll kind of maybe pull some of that crap up, and see if I can get it off. Hopefully I won't have to use a razor blade, because that always sketches me out. I'm always afraid I'm gonna like pull paint right off. I can very gingerly use my scraper. Kind of helps get rid of some of the built up dirt from the racing stripe lines. See? I don't know. We'll see. This makes me so nervous. Ugh. So, on a good note, it is coming off, and I am having to use a razor blade, sadly enough. And it's not perfect. I think I gouged it right there, and got a little bit right there. But this is all just sticky stuff still. So it is coming off with that adhesive remover I have. So that's a plus. This side is gone way smoother than that one so far. Probably still gonna have to do some touch up, definitely. I'll probably end up sanding all this down from pretty much this half of the bumper down to, I mean, don't get me wrong too, the car's really dirty right now also, so it's not gonna look like it. But I mean, hell, you can see the light shining on it and stuff. This thing was really rock chipped up at some point in time. So at some point in time in a future video, there will be a video of me taking this completely, and it will be this year. It'll get sanded down. I'll probably repaint the whole bumper myself. And understand that I totally know I could be doing all of this completely wrong. I'm sure I'm doing some of this completely wrong. What I did go do was get a sponge with some dish soap on it and go over the rest of the bumper. Well, basically the rest of the bumper that I pulled the stripes off of. And I'm just going over it trying to get the little residuals of sticky shit left and get it off of the bumper too. And so far, it seems like it's working pretty damn good. And, you know, the razor blade was good for getting the big stuff. This is working good so far to get the small stuff off. So we'll see how it turns out. Alrighty guys, so that's the finished product. Like I said, I know I scratched it right there and right there. It has this weird line right here in the paint. I don't know what's up with that. Like I said, this whole bumper is going to get sanded down and repainted, especially after today, me just looking more at this stuff under that really bright light and seeing just how many chips were in this bumper. Just insane. So just like I said, all I wanted was for it to be decent. So awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better and getting to kind of see why I like Mustangs and where it came from and so on and so forth. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Please comment any ideas. Please hit that notification bell. Please like or dislike. Either way, it's fine. If you don't like it, don't like it. Thanks.